Hello everyone, and welcome to another one-off model airport update. This one of Halifax Stanfield International Airport. This is located, of course, in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Halifax is the capital of Nova Scotia. This was requested by Ash Aviation, so thank you very much, Ash Aviation. The original request was Toronto Pearson, which unfortunately I definitely do not have the collection. My Canadian collection is not up to standards to do a Toronto Pearson. I wish it were. I would say I'm pretty proud of my Canadian collection, but as you can see, it is kind of lacking a bit, especially in WestJet models. I don't have any WestJet. I also don't have Flair, so I'll have to get some of those. So those two airlines will be missing from this airport update, but I'm pretty happy with what I was able to get out of this for the models that I have. I'll definitely work on improving the Canadian collection going forward. And also the Ash Aviation channel will be linked in the description, so please check it out. They post great stuff, plane spotting around the Toronto area. I highly recommend you check it out. We'll start here with these two Canadian budget airlines. We'll start with the Sunwing 737-800. Sunwing, I don't think they're currently flying here to Halifax. I couldn't find anything on Flight Radar, but they still list it as one of their routes on the route map. And it's like, I remember one of the routes was Punta Cana. So they'll say this one is heading out to Punta Cana, but I don't really have any information on that at the moment. So sorry about that, but this one we'll just say it's heading out to Punta Cana. I still wanted to include it in here because I do have the Sunwing model. It's a gorgeous model by NG, so I didn't want to throw it in here. Another gorgeous model here by NG, as well as this Swoop 737-800. This one arrived in from Edmonton, and this will be staying overnight. The bags are currently getting loaded off, and this will be staying overnight and heading back out to Edmonton in the morning. So really cool. All these flights are from, at least all the realistic ones, are from Wednesday, I think it's Wednesday, May 25th, geez. Maybe it was Thursday, May 27th. I'll correct it in the next shot, but I believe these are all from Wednesday, May 25th, if I remember correctly. So I'll check that out real quick, and I'll let you know in the next shot. And correction, the date was Thursday, the 26th. And our next aircraft here is this Air Canada A220-300, another gorgeous model. This one flew in from Calgary, Alberta, and we'll be later heading out to Montreal, Quebec. And our next aircraft here is this Air Canada Express CRJ-900. This one arrived in from Ottawa and is now getting pushed back for its return flight back out to Ottawa. Ottawa, of course, being the capital of Canada, so that's really cool to see. And speaking of very interesting, this is definitely the most interesting flight here in this airport update. This is quite an amazing flight, as I did not know this. I would not have guessed this, but Condor actually flies to Halifax, which is quite insane. I never would have guessed that, but really cool that they get Condor service, of course, from Frankfurt. So this one arrived in from Frankfurt. We'll be doing a turnaround and heading back out there. But yeah, definitely would never guess that. This is a very interesting flight. It was actually on the 767, but I don't have a Condor 767. This is the best I have to represent it. This, of course, being a 757-300. It isn't the Peanuts livery, though, so that's pretty cool. It definitely holds a special spot in my heart because of that, because, love the Peanuts. So that's really cool. Yeah, so I'm surprised that Condor flies here. I'm really glad that I could incorporate this in the update, as I don't know, it's not what I expected. And I knew when I saw this on Flight Radar that this was definitely one that I had to incorporate in the airport update. So really cool that Condor serves Halifax on the 767. So that's all I have to say for this aircraft. But really cool flight there by Condor. And our final aircraft is this Air Transat A321neo. Now, Air Transat does not fly to Halifax, unfortunately, but I still wanted to incorporate this update, as now I can include all my Canadian models in one update, as this was the only one that didn't really fit, unfortunately. So we'll just say that this was a diversion. I can kind of make up a story for this one. This one is on its way from Montreal to Venice, and it diverted here for some unknown reason. I guess we can say Maybe it had like a mechanical issue in one of the engines, we'll say, make it up. I just wanted to include an Air Transat flight in here because that's the only Canadian model that I have that does not fly here. Halifax did work best for me because I could include the majority of my Canadian models here. Even though technically I didn't have any Sunwing flights, I still saw them that they operated here, so I figured why not include Sunwing. And then Air Transat is just kind of left out, so I'll give them a diversion here. It's kind of on the way. I mean, Nova Scotia is on the Atlantic Ocean, not in the ideal spot. I would probably divert to like St. John's or something, but you know, close enough. So we'll just say there's some diverted here due to some mechanical issue, and they're going to check that out, and this aircraft will later continue on its way out to Venice. So there you go for this update. Like I said, if you want to submit your own one-off model airport update ideas, please do so in the comments. I'd love to feature it in the future. It has to be kind of like a smaller to medium-sized airport just to suit my collection better, and preferably in the United States or maybe Canada as well. I'll try my best for Canadian airports, but just my collection for Canadian airlines is not that great right now. But I'll definitely work on improving that. It might be a little bit tough to do in like Asia or Europe. I'm working on it. I'm working on my collection. I'm mainly just collecting for MSP though right now, and some of the other airports on the channel. But thank you all for joining me once again here for this one-off model airport update, and thank you Ash Aviation for the submission here. And I will see you all tomorrow, the next video. As always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.